Welcome back to Sports with Don. Hey, we've been gone, guys, but we're back. But I'm not alone. As always, I'm with the multi-talented superstar player, Lumko Mntambo. Listen, bro. Right. So, Man City is in the Champions League final with Chelsea, of course. Congratulations to them. And over the years, Pep Guardiola has gotten this name Fraudiola because he could not win the Champions League with Bayern Munich. Now, giving you this question, right? If he does win the Champions League with Man City, will the agenda die off or will it not?
Yeah, bro. First things first. Obviously, welcome back. It's been a long time out. Just apologize to all our subscribers, but we're back with some new content. And yeah, man, like I said, welcome back, bro. Guardiola, Man City finally in the first ever Champions League final. Thanks to Pep Guardiola, and like you said, there's always been an agenda with him as to can he do it with Man City. But let's not just look at Man City first. Let's remember also where the name Fraudiola came from. It came from when he failed to win it with Bayern Munich, arguably who had better players per se than Man City. So the tag has always been there that he can't do it without the likes of Messi, Iniesta, and Xavi, because he went to Bayern and he didn't win. He didn't even make the final at Bayern. He made two semi-finals, I think. Yes, two semi-finals, and now he's finally in his first final. So it should he go on to win, I think a few section of like the football world will say he can now be ranked as one of the greatest of all time, along with Sir Alex Ferguson, I think. And then the other half will still be like, no, he doesn't really deserve that much because one, he spends a lot of money trying to get all these players. He spent close to 1.7 billion pounds from Bayern up until Man City, only to make one final appearance in 11 years. So that's the other half saying he's not that good. He can't make it without money. So I don't necessarily think he will shake off the tag because there's a lot of things that he should have done, but it hasn't worked out for him without the money. So a lot of people, including myself, a lot of people still feel like, can he go on to a club where the resources aren't necessarily there and do well? And throughout history, that has shown that he can't do that. So he cannot really rank him up even against the likes of Mourinho, because Mourinho has won it with Porto, he has won it with Inter as well. So Guardiola has only been Barcelona. So I don't think that tag will be shaken off, but it should be a good final because I think Chelsea are going to push them all the way. So it should be a good final.
Man, it sure will be a great final actually between Tuchel and Pep Guardiola. And just speaking of Pep Guardiola, if he does win the Champions League with Man City, do we now start regarding him as one of the best? And when I mean the best, we're looking at like you mentioned Jose Mourinho, your Sir Alex Ferguson's, great managers who've won Champions Leagues, convincingly without pumping money, kind of sort of, without any shade or anything. But do we not start regarding Pep Guardiola as one of the elite managers in the world?
Well, first things first, make no mistake about it, he is one of the best managers in the world currently. Whether you're a fan of Guardiola or not, you have to respect the brand of football that his teams display. So that alone makes him one of the best managers in the world. But like I said, when it comes to Guardiola, opinions are split, man. It's a 50-50. I still am on the side of, I don't necessarily think he is the best manager in the world, because I feel like there are guys who are better than him in terms of building teams up from nothing. People like Jurgen Klopp, and again, I'm not saying this because I'm a Liverpool fan. People like Thomas Tuchel, who literally just came to Chelsea and took a struggling side that Frank Lampard was having trouble with, and literally took them to the third Champions League final. And then look at the players, look at the improvement Thomas has done with the Chelsea players. So For me, there are some managers who could be seen better equipped than Guardiola, but for most people out there, they like his style of play. They like his attractiveness when it comes to football because his teams are always scoring on the front foot. They playing possession-based football, so you can largely say with him making the final now, he can widely be regarded as the best manager in the world. But for me personally, like I said, it again goes down to the decision on which side of the fence are you when it comes to Guardiola. Because if you look at his spending power, he spent over 1.7 billion pounds to try and bring in players, and spend 1.7 billion pounds, you could literally take care of world hunger. But you chose to spend all the money on players, only to make what, one Champions League final in 11 years. So it's kind of hard to say you are the best manager in the world if you look at your blueprint, which literally says, I have to spend before I win. So that's my argument with Guardiola. Like, can he do it? Can he go to a club that is struggling? For example, like Arsenal at the moment. Can he make Arsenal great again? I really doubt it because Arsenal don't have those resources at the moment. So for me, I think there are other managers out there who are better than Guardiola, but for most people out there, they'll obviously be attracted to the style of play and the number of goals he gets, and then they will say he deserves to be like the best manager in the world right now. So again, I think opinions are divided on this one.
Definitely opinions will be split on that one. And for me, I think, you know what, I think Guardiola is a great manager. You know how he has played without an actual striker. You know, Aguero has had his injuries. Jesus is not really the best striker in the world or even in the Premier League. So you know how he has maneuvered that by having, you know, false nine with the brain or Foden. You know, that has been just mind blowing for me this season. You know, maybe also he could do that because there were no fans. You know, there was no pressure to be like, man, we need a striker up front. You know, but that just shows that this guy's mind, you know, he might just be a brilliant manager. But now, right, Man City is known as the oil club, you know. Now, if they do win the Champions League, right, we can't say they will because Chelsea might just surprise them. But if they do actually win the Champions League, will that stigma of being an oil money club be forgotten by people?
The oil money, nah, bro, that stigma is there for life because that's what Man City came from. They came from oil money. So whatever they go on to achieve, it will never be like a true legacy where we oversee the oil money. Of course, the investment came through, and in the footballing world, it's called the oil money, like you rightfully said. So I don't think that stigma will go away. You know, no matter what they're going to achieve, I don't think people will look past them having to be bought by Arabs in order to acquire success. So I don't think the stigma will leave, you know. But let's also give a young shout out to Chelsea, man, for making the final, and Thomas Tuchel, like I said in the last video. Let's also give them a shout out to making the final because not a lot of people saw that coming. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting final. It's gonna be an interesting final. I think the sides are evenly matched, to be honest, pound for pound. I don't see a standout player except for arguably the best central midfielder in the world, Kevin De Bruyne. So if he's feeling the final, then Man City have a slight advantage because in his position currently he's the best in the world. So whether Man City go on to win, I don't think the stigma will go away. It's stuck with them. It's their badge. It should be included as their motto. Actually, we are like this because of oil money. So no, I don't think that stigma will go away. I don't see it happening. But good luck to both teams.
Good luck to both teams, man. Like you said, it's gonna be pound for pound. We'll see, you know, who emerges as the Champions League winners. Like you said, Kevin De Bruyne is one of the best, you know, in his position. On his day, he's unmatched, he's unmarkable, he's unstoppable, basically, you know. And it'll be interesting to also see like the youngsters, you know, from England, your Mason Mount and Phil Foden, who would come out, you know, on top. You know, who's gonna crumble under the pressure of playing in the Champions League final. Also, just about the Champions League final, They're trying to move it away from Istanbul to either a stadium in Portugal or Wembley because of the travel restrictions for the UK, you know, people or UK fans or UK travelers going to other countries. So we don't know. It might be in Portugal or it might be in Wembley. We'll see though. But thank you for reaching this point. So just a young explanation as to why we took so long to come back. It's not Lumko's fault. I can't even say it's my fault because the week we're supposed to start recording for this year 2021, I contracted the virus and it was pretty hard for me. So mentally I was not prepared to come back, you know. Physically I was not prepared to be seen. So that took me a while to come back into it and just get the confidence again to be in front of this goddamn thing and talk to you guys. But I appreciate everybody's support, everybody asking when we're coming back. We back. Peace out, man. Also, those who are going to be attending the Kaizer Chiefs protest, please be safe. The pandemic is still fully on. The virus is still out there. There's still more variants. Be safe tomorrow at the protest. You know, all protocol must be observed, guys. Please don't go to the village and damage things, because the next day we'll play against Simba. You know, we gotta win that game. They must not score. But that's just bias aside. Thank you everybody. You know, continue sharing our videos, continue subscribing. You know, shout out to you guys. We out. Boom.